Greetings from a land far away. Not really that far away. I'm back home after the wedding. So took the keg to the wedding, the Bridgie and Frank Bender Pale Ale. Put the keg inside a big bucket and then a lot of ice on it. Served it up. I just put like ice around a really deep bucket, and it went down beautifully. People were just drinking and drinking and drinking, and you could tell they really did enjoy the beer. People were just talking about it the next day as well, and it got finished pretty quickly. So, raging success, as I suspected. But for my own taste, a little bit too sweet, and so I've made my own pale ale now. This is just called the Berserker Pale Ale now, because it's only about the 5th or 6th, maybe the 7th pale ale I've ever made. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to work on it for a long time to get a recipe that works for me 100%. So the Bridgie and Frank's Pale Ale was 27 IBUs, bitterness units, and 50-50 bitterness to sweetness ratio. So I brewed my pale ale. This is kind of a prototype of what I'm starting to build to craft a pale ale now. And this one is 70% bitterness to sweetness and 37 IBUs. So 10 more than Bridgie and Frank's Pale Ale. And a little bit of dextrose in here to kind of thin out the beer and make it a little bit lighter. I like light, bitter, more crisp, less malty. I've kind of bring from my own palate. So, very interesting to think about beer in a way that what you like is not necessarily what most people like. And I think that's the important lesson to learn from this beer. But I'm going to taste this beer now. It's just finished carbonating. It's pretty clear. I mean, it's got a little bit of haze, but no, actually, it's not bad. It's pretty clear. And smell is what I would expect. It's pretty fresh. Let's give it a taste. It's really clean. It's really crisp. It's got like those kind of fresh, crisp, 4% lager qualities to it. Even though it's 5.5%, it tastes light. I mean, I would probably take this over the Frank and Bridge Bender Pale Ale. If I've changed anything about this, there was a little bit of astringency, almost like the malt was a little bit astringent. I use Weyermann's malt instead of Castle malting pale ale malt for this one, but it's actually died off now that the ale has been sitting in the keg for a little bit. So I mean, I'm happy with that, but it's interesting. Sometimes the beer that you like might not be the best beer to make for other people, but that's the whole reason you make a wedding ale, is because you make it for other people, not for yourself. Oh, what a great beer. Cheers. Hope you got a cold one in your hand too.